It's the Brian Lair Show on WNYC. I'm Kusha Navadar filling in for Brian today. So today we've gone through some heavy topics, but there are also a lot of reasons to celebrate. For instance, Lunar New Year. So let's end the show with your Lunar New Year celebrations. Tuesday marked the start of the year of the fire horse in the Chinese Zodiac tradition. Did you know that in addition to the 12-year animal cycle, and I just learned this, each year is also ascribed one of the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. The fire horse only comes around every 60 years, and it's supposed to be very intense, is my understanding. So how do we make the most of it? Joining me now to help us celebrate Lunar New Year and catch some good luck, maybe, is Master Pun-Yin, Feng Shui master and Chinese Zodiac expert. She was the Feng Shui consultant in the revitalization project of Times Square and Unisphere at Columbus Circle. Master Pun-Yin, welcome to WNYC.
Thank you. My pleasure, Kusha.
And listeners, Lunar New Year festivities will be taking place until March 3rd. I want to know how you're celebrating. What are your family or community traditions for this time of year? Are you hosting an event? Here's your opportunity to plug it on live radio. And even if you're not a part of the culture per se, how do you join in on the fun? Call or text us with Lunar New Year in New York City plans, suggestions, memories. We are at 212-433-WNYC. That's 212-433-9692. Okay, so Lunar New Year is often called Chinese New Year, but it's not just China that celebrates it, right, Master Pun-Yin? Which countries and people celebrate this holiday?
That's right. Besides China and Hong Kongese, people in Taiwan, Korea, and throughout Southeast Asia, as well as people from those countries around the world, celebrate the Lunar New Year because that existed before the Solar New Year came about. So, and it's a 15 years festivity. And now until March 3rd, that completes the New Year cycle. It is important for all of us, for good luck, to be doing things that make us happy, calm, and see positive people.
What's the origin story of Lunar New Year? Like, what are we exactly celebrating?
So that is the time for people who celebrate it to get together as a family, like a reunion, like to the Thanksgiving in America. And also we pay respect to the divine energy, our elders, our ancestors, and everybody together, have great food and be in happy spirit to receive the new cycle. Like we nurture a seed to bloom for good things, wishing each other the best. And, and because thought has power, and what we choose when we share love, and we give each other well wishes. That is one that gives it a good beginning, and especially now this Year of the Horse is a rocky one. Last year, I spoke at the Harvard Club and Morgan Museum for fundraising, and I mentioned that it's ever more important for people to be careful with our thought, and stay away from things that would make us upset, or so that we could be at peace and have clarity through this rocky year, whether you just talked about Iran or anything, because right now the politics, in America and geopolitically is challenging. So as individuals, we gotta be smart to plan our money, plan our life differently with reserve, with better long-term plan financially, so that we could be flexible and not be caught off guard.
Let's go to Deborah in Branchville, New Jersey, because I want to dive in a little bit more about these signs. Deborah, hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I back in the 70s, there was a wonderful book called The Book of Chinese Horoscopes, and it was very comprehensive, even to the point of if you were born as I was in the year of the horse, in 1954, which the element for that year was wood, it would also ask what your sun sign was. So you could look up Taurus, born in the year of the horse. Now, what I understood from that book was that for those born in the year, so this is a year of my birth, that we don't do well, that you don't do well in the sign of your own animal during that year. And because I had another situation where something for a close relative of mine, I looked up her year in the book, and it said that year, 1989, was a year of disaster for her, and it was definitely a failed disaster. So I've come to take these things somewhat seriously, and I just wanted your opinion on, for all of us born in the year of the horse, whether it was 1954 or any of the other years that I can recall, what might we be likely to experience in that year, and what can we do, whether through practice or wearing certain things or colors, to hopefully improve our fortunes.
Deborah, thank you so much. Master Pun-Yin, what do you think?
Well, very good question, and you have a listener so well read in the subject. Yes, the Chinese astrology and Feng Shui has been around for a few thousand years, and traditionally, there are some signs according to this year, besides the year of the horse, that would be challenging. Also for people born year of the rat, ox, and air. And in theory, also people that's good luck would be year of the sheep, chicken, rooster, and boar. Now, okay, but then like the Kinsan lineage, I am of the 12 generations of this art. We take it further to not only the Chinese zodiac sign of 12 categories of what can happen to people, but taking that further by using the destiny blueprint strategy. That is the 5 elements composition from the time that people were born. That gives insight to the true core energy and destiny of the person. And so so that's why even if the zodiac sign right now this year clashes with everybody, all 12 signs, I tell you, because of the president of the United States really creating a new world order that I've been talking about for 3 years to the amount of press. So everybody needs to be more doing things to calm themselves down, unplug, and stay away from the news at night.
So it sounds like Deborah could benefit from what you're saying of unplugging and calming down. Let's go to Eugene in Suffolk County. Eugene, I understand that you want to share how you're celebrating the Lunar New Year?
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I celebrated it in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition where they call it Losar. And it's very similar to the Chinese Lunar New Year of the male fire horse. And we had a Sangha, which is our religious community, and our Lama, who is trained in Tibet or trained with Tibetan Lamas. And we had a nice party, a lot of people. We did pujas, which are the religious ceremonies, and had a little party afterwards. And it was a very nice time for everybody. It was good to be with the Sangha, with the community, the religious community.
That's wonderful. Eugene, so did you celebrate with a Lama? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, with a Lama. Yes,
Wonderful.
Lama Rongba Nime Otser.
That's wonderful. Eugene, thank you so much for sharing that. And listeners, we want to hear how you are celebrating your Lunar New Year festivities. Give us a call or send us a text. That's 212-433-9692. That's 212-433-WNYC. We've got some more texts coming in. One reads, Queens Center Mall is having a Lunar New Year celebration this Saturday, February 21st from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., featuring a Lions Dance and performance by AAPI Jazz Collective, performing classic Asian songs in a jazz style. That's Peter Lin from Bloomfield, New Jersey. Peter, thank you so much. I can say for myself personally, I love going to DeKalb Market, where they often have a Lunar New Year that is celebration that's similar to what Peter is describing. We've got another text here that says, well, I'm Jewish, but the Lunar New Year always coincides with Rosh Chodesh, which is new month for us because we also use a lunar calendar. So we do some extra prayers, which is wonderful. So Master Pun-Yin, we've got a question here that's asking about how you actually determine the signs. So there is the animal and then there is also the element. What goes into determining those two pieces?
From the birth year, month, date, and time. Then we figure out the five elements of the individual. Therefore, what to do for the year, and what to do as feng shui to improve the energy, it's also customized, and which is beyond these, commercialized books of just selling, trinkets, to bring you good luck. Because the most powerful form of strengthening your core energy and be confident about the future is to know the five elements destiny. Then it wouldn't matter which year of the zodiac sign it is. You are in a balanced energy environment at home, and you can rest well, and you have the clarity for the future to make life better.
So this year is the year of the fire horse. What does that mean? What does the fire horse symbolize?
So it's supposed to be vitality and courage and fast pace. But when this is paired with the world leader of the president of the U.S. right now, who was born year of the dog, and his astrology was full of fire and earth. Therefore, it's going to be a year that of more drama, confrontation, and unpredictability all around, whether it's the stock market or the geopolitical situation. So that's why people need to, be careful with their own time. To not let these big issues affect you emotionally as a person, and watch your mental health, and people around you to support each other, and then also this is the year that's also missing the water element, so it will be ideal for people to, as much as possible, go to somewhere that you can see the water, whether it's the ocean or a pond, and if possible, submerge yourself in water, so that the water element that's missing, that is the life source, that's the healing and calming, can come into your life and your aura.
Wonderful. So we've got just under a minute left. I'm wondering for you, how are you celebrating Lunar New Year this year?
Well, on the 17th, Chinatown had a big event, but I was at my spiritual site that day, for the prayer and the celebration of the people. And then there's also, in February 28th and March 1st, there will be activities going on in Chinatown as well. The line dance and celebration. So if people miss the one on the 17th, there's still two more opportunities.
And really quickly, where can people find out more about your services?
My website is punyin.com. punyin.com.
Wonderful. So we have to leave it there. My guest has been Master Pun-Yin, Feng Shui master and Chinese Zodiac expert. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and happy Lunar New Year.
Same to you, and good luck to everybody.
So that is our show for today. Thanks to the team at The Brian Lehrer Show: Lisa Allison, Mary Croak, Amina Cerna, Carl Boisrond, and Esperanza Rosenbaum, with help today from Sasha Linden Cohen. Our interns are Arlo Bivens and Jack Walker. Shayna Sengstock and Milton Ruiz are at the audio controls. It's been such a pleasure hanging out with you all today. Thank you for listening. Happy Lunar New Year. I'm Kusha Navidar, and this is The Brian Lehrer Show. Hey, stay tuned for all of it right after this.